Hey everyone, Coach Investor back with another video for you today. So in today's video, we're going to talk about FASTLY. Most of you know I've talked about FASTLY a couple of times. Yes, the stock is down a lot since its recent highs, but that doesn't mean the company is anything less than it was before. In my opinion, it's even better right now because it's cheaper than it was before. So we're going to talk about why FASTLY is a good company to have in your long-term portfolio. Companies like Cloudflare as well, major competitor, but a bit different in a couple of aspects. We're also going to talk about how companies like Stripe or Shopify is using FASTLY to deliver better service for their customers. We're going to discuss all of that in this video. Before I do so, I just want to thank everyone that has been subscribing lately. We're on our way to 15,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, hit that subscribe button. If you like these videos, leave an early thumbs up as it really helps me out grow the channel and get my videos out there. And I would also like to thank today's sponsor, the Motley Fool. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You guys know I love finding new investing tools and resources to help me find the latest growth stock and innovative company. And right now I have a discount for one of my favorite services, the Fool offers. Through the Motley Fool's stock advisor service, you get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock Advisor's average stock picks have returned over 500%. If growing your money is something you'd like to do more this year, you can visit www.fool.com/couchinvestor or click on the link below for access to my special offer and decide if Stock Advisor is right for you. Now let's get on with this video. Right, so quick look at the graph right now. We can see that back in October, obviously the stock peaked at $130 or so, then saw a crash to the $65 mark. We can see actually that the $65 mark is a nice little support line. We can see that it rebounded back at the end of October and it rebounded back 2 weeks ago. But more recently, the stock peaked at around $120 and like most growth stocks in this market, it crashed 30 to 40%. Right now, FASTLY is still down 40% from its recent highs. Nothing has really changed fundamentally with the company. Can the stock go back to its highs of $120, $130? In my opinion, it can. Not in the short term, but in the longer term, I think it shouldn't be an issue. All right, so like we've just seen, yes, the stock price has taken a major hit, but the company as a whole fundamentally has not changed since its all-time highs. So as an investor, it might make more sense to buy in right now than it was when it was at its all-time highs, because fundamentally nothing has changed. Actually, you know even more about the company right now than it was earlier in the $120, $130. And to put that into context, actually, FASTLY has been growing 40% year over year for the last couple of years. Last year, non-GAAP margins actually increased from 56% to almost 61%. So that's also great. Yes, for this year, maybe guidance was a bit conservative. That's why the market reacted harshly, but we're going to see what happens this year. But that goes into my first point, which is their acquisition of Signal Sciences. Before they acquired Signal Sciences, people had to subscribe or buy FASTLY's service, but they didn't get the security part of that service. Right now, FASTLY can offer both services under one company, which is great. It's always better to upsell inside the company than to use maybe third-party service like let's say Zscaler, for example. So in my opinion, this is going to boost their business and their revenues in the longer term, being able to provide CDNs and securing that as well. And secondly, edge cloud computing is obviously very popular right now in industries such as e-commerce, finance, and gaming. Obviously, all of that was accelerated thanks to the pandemic, but I don't see it decreasing in the years to come. I actually see it increasing in the years to come as more and more people start to adopt that technology. But let's take gaming for an example. As a gamer, the single thing I hate the most is experiencing lag. I hate it when I play a game. Suddenly I start glitching through walls, start jumping, or even not seeing an enemy. Suddenly he's in front of my eyes and it's game over. Now, the gaming industry is a $151 billion industry that expects to grow 12.9% through 2027. And obviously, FASTLY's technology will play a vital role in that. Now, in the last shareholders letter, FASTLY expanded its account with a large gaming company using the Edge platform to create new titles and support the launch of new consoles. It also added a leading company to its customer base, supporting their storefront for games available via the web. It's still unknown who those two companies are. If you have any ideas, let me know down in the comments below. But these are just a couple of examples why FASTLY will continue to grow, why FASTLY's business will continue to grow in the years to come. Now let's go and look at a couple of examples of companies that are using FASTLY and how they improved their business. So let's start with the most popular potential IPO of the year, which is Stripe. So basically, why did Stripe contract FASTLY? So Stripe needed an effective way to serve their static assets while maintaining security for their customers. After the traffic caused by a customer's flash sale brought down some of the Stripe servers, they sought a CDN that would prevent future outage as well as help them optimize for performance. They turned to FASTLY to help serve content efficiently, not only to maintain site performance, but also to enhance the experience for their users. Now, what does that mean? So a couple of examples here. Now, because Stripe is a merchant processor, they needed a CDN that could securely handle sensitive payment information while improving the merchant's experience by ensuring a smooth and effective checkout process. So they go over the various things that FASTLY improves for them. So it's intelligent caching for improved performance, speeding up checkout. Then from the previous example, preparing for high demand events, because if there is more and more traffic coming to a website, usually if that website is not well managed, it will crash. Lots of people will get angry and lots of potential customers will just leave that website. So that's Stripe. Obviously, if you want to read more about this, I will leave the link in the description below. Next up is FuboTv. I know a lot of you have asked me about Fubo, what I think about it. Maybe I'll do a video in the near future. So this is pretty straightforward. Why would a company like Fubo contact FASTLY? So in short, FuboTv is frequently the only platform available for watching high demand sports events. It's therefore critical to provide reliable and uninterrupted streams for customers. Obviously, streaming, the worst thing you can have in streaming is that buffering thing in a interesting scene or in a suspense scene. Suddenly your stream crashes and you just have to wait until the content is loading. So using FASTLY, that is usually something that you want to prevent. There's obviously much more to it, but I leave it to that as the biggest example. And lastly, we have Shopify. Now you might ask yourself, why would a company like Shopify need something like FASTLY? Shopify is in the e-commerce business. Why would they need something like that? So first up, real-time transparency for real-time troubleshooting. So Shopify needed a way to monitor site performance in real time. With their previous CDN, logs were delayed anywhere from 4 to 24 hours following an event, which is especially horrible for an e-commerce platform. We will see later why is that. Troubleshooting problems and evaluating performance tests was extremely difficult due to the delay. On FASTLY, Shopify can now access a comprehensive real-time and historical dashboard and real-time syslog streaming, allowing them to monitor their site around the clock and glean crucial performance insights. Now regarding that e-commerce aspect, and in a case of a big event, we will have to look at Goldilocks. So Goldilocks, a Shopify customer that creates and sells engineering toys designed for girls, won a coveted ad spot during the 2014 Super Bowl. Their ad aired in the third quarter of the game, and in seconds, Goldilocks experienced an 18,000% increase in traffic, the kind of spike that can crash a small company website. Thanks to FASTLY's shielding feature, look at the picture I'm putting up right now, Shopify and the Goldilocks online store handled the spike while maintaining a quick, responsive, and reliable experience, an enormous boost for the company. They've been keeping up the momentum ever since. Right, so to conclude, I like FASTLY's business. I know this will increase and grow in the years to come. Right now, it's an $8 to $9 billion company. I do think it will be worth much more than that in the next coming years. Do I believe it's going to be worth $100 billion? No, I don't think so. It's a bit unrealistic to think that every company should be worth $100 billion in the future, but who knows? Companies like Cloudflare, for example, another competitor, also very good company. I like what they're doing. And no, I do not own FASTLY in my portfolio right now. I know the title might be a bit confusing. I'm talking about having FASTLY in the long term, but as you know, my portfolio does not have unlimited funds, so I cannot buy every company I like out there. But I would like to know what you think about FASTLY, so let me know down in the comments below. If you like it, if you don't, if you like Cloudflare more than FASTLY, or if you hold it in your portfolio, let me know down in the comments below. And that will be it for this video. If you liked it, consider leaving a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button. And as always guys, take care, stay safe, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.